Traitors Online.
It's the ultimate game of trust and deception.
Over the next few weeks, 20 players from all across the UK are going to battle it out to become the ultimate winners of this competition.
To hopefully win this incredible game.
At night, the traitors will murder the faithfuls. It's the faithfuls' job to find out who the traitors are. Get them before they get you.
Last time,
Receive the most votes.
Kyle, I'm backstabbing. I would like to release Debbie's emoji, please.
I think we should come up with a bit of a plan.
Yeah.
Because obviously we've been given this ultimatum, but I just got a feeling that Debbie and Dougie have been scheming against her. So players, I just think we would be a force to be reckoned with if we're teamed up. And unfortunately, I just don't think that we could potentially do it alone, because the fact that them two have teamed up, or so I suspect.
Nobody has been murdered.
If I say I'm a faithful, I can say that. If I'm a traitor, but
I think an actress would want to be a traitor.
And I actually asked you directly at one point who you were going to vote for, and you completely ignored it and went on to something else.
But I've said multiple times in multiple chats that I am a faithful. The only thing I can do is, if you vote me out, I will stand there and tell you I am a faithful.
Confused.
If one of your family members had been run over by your car, would you come on the Zoom call at the night time if you were a faithful? Debbie is a traitor. We've got the evidence, we've seen it. She's lied on.
I am a traitor. Well done, guys.
I want you to murder in plain sight.
at the end of the game, if any traitors are left, they win it all.
Welcome to the Traitors. The murder, I want you to pre-select the victim tonight. However, tomorrow, I want you to murder in plain sight. You need to say, love you, and then the person's name.
Fair enough.
I think, obviously, because...
I think you're the perfect candidate for that, EJ. Because you say love you.
Because you're very affectionate and stuff.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm very much like that. Love you, kisses, all of that sort of thing. Yeah, it will raise the least suspicion if it was me.
So who do you think though? Because we need to also be tactical who we'll get rid of. Because I think we need to potentially. This is my opinion here. Obviously, I'm happy to, but we need to either. I'm thinking Sarah needs to go at this point.
Yeah. I wrote her name down.
I'm fine because she's not going to suspect me, and she's obviously in my kind of group. But these two are potentially up there, mind if
Again, it will send shockwaves across everyone, and no one's going to.
It's now time to head back to breakfast and deliver the news that there is a second night without a murder. David was also running late.
Oh, I'm not dead.
Oh, hi Sarah.
Hi.
We're the first in. Thank God I'm one of the first in, for I'm normally one of the last.
We're still alive, Petal. Oh, hello.
I'm Morag.
How are we doing?
Hi.
You okay?
I'm having a
Not
feeling
bad.
it's really close to my bedtime right now.
You know what? Oh my God. Dougie, you know what, Dougie? This is quite embarrassing. I called my dog your name before. That is like, you're constantly on my mind thinking, is Dougie a favourite? Is he a traitor? Dog Max was playing up. I went, Dougie. I went, oh my God, I mean Max.
Hey, your husband's not going to be very happy about that, Lisa, shouting out the names of the men on this thing.
Well, like I said, I've been called a lot worse.
It's
Hi,
like, oh my
Morag.
God. Just,
Hiya. Good to see you all.
Hello, Dogs and Morag. How are we doing? Hello, Sarah.
Yeah, not too
Hi.
bad. We're rather tired for
Here's
this
another
hour.
one.
oh,
Hi, Catherine.
hi, Catherine.
Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
right, who are we voting for? Mike, Mike.
Oh,
Hello.
You're in a hotel
Sharon's
room,
in.
did you say, Catherine?
Not me. Sandra.
Sharon.
Oh,
Sharon.
Sandra, of course.
Oh, Sharon's here.
Hi,
Sharon's
Sharon.
in the hotel, isn't she?
Hi, Sharon.
Sharon.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Is it helping?
Hi, Topic.
Hi.
Hello. Bye. Unless David's been murdered, which I doubt it, but you never know.
Oh, but the other two aren't. Oh, is anyone else still not in? Chloe's not in yet.
Oh, Ethan's it. Hello.
Ethan, hi.
Hi.
Ethan.
Chloe's it.
Is Chloe not in yet?
Chloe not in.
Oh, she's just coming in now.
I'm in.
Oh, David.
I literally thought I'd been murdered.
Oh my god. Hi, Chloe. No way.
Hi.
Does that mean David's been murdered?
Oh, Kyle will tell us.
11
Well.
of them.
Surprise, surprise. For the second night in the row, no murder has been committed.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god. This is just.
What does that mean, though?
Yep.
Probably they've recruited.
Well, I thought they'd recruited last time, so.
I reckon they must have recruited last night if there's been no murder.
Or is
I'm
it?
so confused. Come on, Kyle, explain. Stop being quiet. Right, take it off. Take it off.
I can't provide any more details on the traitors meeting last night, but they did meet.
Oh my god.
Just letting you know.
Okay, David has arrived, so the round table may start. It's time to stop the friendliness and start the accusations.
No.
Who are you wanting to banish tonight? The discussions can start now.
A traitor.
I'm guessing maybe I should probably go first because I have today and I have been quite a big part of it. So obviously the reasons I already said, I do think Ethan, and that just is me being a faithful, trying to get a traitor out, even though we did kind of sort of become friends and chat quite a lot. I am just trying to win the game for me and the other faithfuls. So it is the things I've already said, and I did have another listen to that voice note as well. And from what I heard, he did say we will rather than they will. And if anyone wants, I can play that voice note because I've sent it to myself so that I can get it back easily. So
Absolutely go. As in,
okay.
I realised that best friends, etc. And then see if people will crack under the pressure. Because obviously I think traitors will. I honestly think people will, but also as well.
Yeah, I do see what you mean with that. I genuinely do see what you mean with that. As in, whether that's because obviously there's I'm not sure what it is, but like there are things like sometimes where I can just like I can say something, I can say something and like so like if I say words can kind of get a little bit mixed up and things like that. It's a thing that happens quite
I mean obviously that does happen to all of us at some point, so but that wasn't obviously the only reason. Like I wouldn't just base it off of that.
There was one thing that stuck out to me from today's chat that kind of raised red flags for me. Now, you gave a long explanation there regarding your accusations, but the one thing that stuck out to me was the names that you mentioned that you thought were traitors. It almost kind of stunk of desperation to me. Like you're like, oh, they're onto me. Throw names out because I didn't really see much basis behind that, to be honest. I don't know if you can explain a bit more.
Hang on, Dougie. Hang on, Dougie. Who are you talking to there?
Oh, Ethan. Sorry, I was just following on from Chloe because I think a lot of people did cover why they thought it was Ethan, but I don't think the fact that the names that he mentioned kind of seemed a bit desperate on his part, in my opinion.
No, I
understand. Like, I want to make sure that we get those traitors out, and so what I'm thinking about is what scenarios can you come? What scenarios could there possibly be in this game? What could happen? And all of these different things, and for me, that is literally why, because I was literally looking at things and looking at these and being like, well, obviously, what everyone has said about me is completely, excuse my language, bullshit. And it's that case of like, I just want to see exactly where they're trying to come from, where they're coming from with that, and maybe why they're trying to do it, and then trying to get that out to the group, really.
Yeah, well, I don't really. I mean, it could be just the fact that what you said about like making everyone seem like they're your friends and then seeing if they'll crack. That could genuinely be you being a faithful and trying to catch the traitors out. But I just thought that sounded a bit like dubious.
I've lost track of everything.
We all agreed that if we had any questions, we would go on the main chat and ask them. And I tagged you in a question, and it's been ignored. And I just wondered if you could pick up an answer on that now.
Who did you tag in, Kath?
Catherine Ann.
Oh, right.
Chloe was having a conversation, and I've been trying to, rightly or wrongly, I've come off really talking on alliances, and I've tried to think who's doing one thing and acting another way, or it's a contradiction like this. If somebody, don't panic, Lisa, if I say you, I mean you've been the same all the way through. I might be wrong, we might all be wrong, but if somebody says one thing and does another thing, it's worth a question to me.
Yeah. I've had a really bad day, I'm sorry. I'll answer it now. Basically, I didn't mean to accuse anybody or anything, but at the end of the day, my opinion's changed because I get so confused. But from day one, because sometimes I don't understand.
So, this is the final call for any more evidence or accusations to be made before we head to the vote off.
Can I ask Ethan a question, please? So, Ethan, you put into the chat earlier this whole big whirlwind full of essay possibilities as to why I was a traitor. You haven't came at me tonight at all asking any questions. You went straight to Catherine and Calpic. Yet throughout this whole series, you've never mentioned my name. But tonight, all of a sudden, whenever the traitors and stuff are going out, you're starting to fire all these names out, all randomly to confuse people. I'm thinking.
Yeah, again, a very, very reasonable explanation there, completely. But I think the reason why I started to suspect you, Mike, is purely because, like, again, yesterday, because honestly, I think you're playing the perfect game. I feel like you are a traitor. I feel like that you're playing a fantastic game. But the reason why I think that is because obviously because we wanted to get Debbie out. You were the person that shared that evidence, against Debbie, and obviously for me that was that warning, that was that sort of thing, and it was like, because you submitted that evidence, and then Debbie was a traitor, and so obviously you're going to be perfect faithful because everyone thinks him, because you'll get to the final, you'll get to all of this, you may even, but obviously what I think is the reason why I'm suspecting you as a result of that is because Debbie did vote for you yesterday, and I feel like as a traitor, because we know that traitors pushed people under the bus yesterday because everyone bar Debbie voted for Debbie, so we know that traitors have pushed Debbie under the bus.
Yeah, but do you not think traitors would like to more so put themselves in a position of hiding behind secrecy, not bringing themselves towards people and being open with people?
What do you mean? Sorry, say that again.
So, say, we're a traitor, and do you not think traitors are more so trying to hide along in the background? Like, I'm being open with people, speaking with people, putting my opinions and thoughts out there.
Yeah, I don't know. If I'm being completely honest, I really don't know.
Plus, I'm able to back up in the evidence with Daniel as well, not only just Debbie. I like to help the group out. That's my role as a faithful, is to come together with all of yous and get the traitors out.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But for me, just obviously, because I'm thinking, because obviously I'm faithful, I want to make sure that we get these traitors out and that us faithful do win this game. And I was thinking, like, the only way that could happen is because of that. And so Debbie voting for you was kind of, again, excuse my language, about final fuck you.
Okay, so it is time to head to the vote off. You could all write down who you wish to vote for. I will then come around one at a time. I'll ask you for your vote and then for the explanation. Okay, so this evening we will start with Morag.
Sorry, just getting rid of my cat. I'm trying to.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, so I'm still going back to the very first principle of there were 2 new people came in and we think one of them was a traitor, and so I think it is backwards Ethan.
Okay. Thank you very much, Morag. Next up then we will go to Sarah.
Okay, I'm not following the crowd here. There's a few things that stuck out for me. It's very difficult because you're all very good at what you do, and like I said the other night, so I tend to look at personalities. And I did think to begin with, I'm sorry Ethan if I'm wrong, but you're a very sort of creative sort of person. You're very sort of out there, and I just think I go back to when Kyle asked me, do you want to be a faithful or a traitor? And I was like, I want to be a faithful. I've seen the show. I couldn't be a traitor, and I think there's certain personalities in here who could possibly be a traitor. Plus, you did say in one of your conversations, which is different to what everyone else has said, because otherwise I'm just repeating myself, that you backed off a bit because you're not a confrontational person. But then in the next paragraph you say, but so, you know, in the next paragraph you'll go, sometimes I say things I'm brutally honest. So that to me contradicts itself a little bit. So yeah. I think Ethan, sorry if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I still think you're fantastic.
Okay, next up we head to Mike.
So for the reasons stated tonight, I feel that he's been throwing out a lot of names just because he's under pressure, and I'm going with Ethan. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but that's what I've got off the message.
Thank you very much, Mike. Okay, Sharon, you are up next this evening.
Well, as I said in my message on the chat earlier on, again, I thought there were one of the 2 new ones was the traitor. I thought it was Ethan to begin with, and then with the Chloe and Marisa debacle I went for Chloe, and now I'm back with Ethan. I'm afraid it's Ethan.
Okay, thank you very much, Sharon. Next up then we will go to you, Ethan.
Well, obviously I think I know the result tonight. I think I know that I'm going, and that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to go with the passing gift. Ready?
Okay, thank you very much, Ethan. Next up then we will go to Catherine Pathak.
Basically I've said it all already. I'm not one to go with the crowd, I'm one to go with my gut. So to honour that, I've got to go Catherine.
Okay, thank you very much. Next up then, if we could go to Lisa, please.
Sorry, that's just absolutely blown my mind now what EJ's just said. You've pretty much admitted it's you, so I mean it's Ethan, but yeah, that's like wow. Okay.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Okay, Chloe then, could we go to you next, please? Who are you voting for this evening and why?
It's probably obvious my answer because I've been saying it all day. I think, oh no, mine's forwards. I voted for Ethan for the reasons I've already stated, and obviously I apologise if I'm wrong.
Okay, thank you very much, Chloe. So, just for a quick recap, that is 6 votes to EJ, 1 vote to Dougie, and 1 vote to Catherine Powell. Alpit, you are next.
I am voting for Ethan as well. I think, Ethan, you are a very nice guy. You are very manipulative. You can convince anyone for anything. And that's why I'm thinking, you're trying to convince people.
Thank you very much, Celtic. Dougie, we will come to you next.
So for the reason I discussed earlier, there was all the evidence that has been discussed prior, as well as the fact that I believe you were throwing out names in desperation. Ethan, my vote's for you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dougie. Catherine Powell, you are next. Who are you voting for this evening and why?
Yeah, well, I'm voting for this person only because he's thrown me underneath the bloody bus. Because I thought we were friends and that. So I'm sorry, Ethan.
Okay. Thank you very much, Catherine. So finally, we will be heading to David. Who are you voting for this evening and why?
I feel like I'm spoiled for choice, but Ethan.
Okay. So, EJ, Ethan, you have the most votes this evening, and therefore you will be leaving the game immediately. Before you do, though, please reveal to everyone your role in the game.
Firstly, I knew this was coming, and thank you so much to Kyle for putting me in this game. I think you've done an incredible job, and honestly, you've done brilliant. To everyone here, thank you so much, because I'm a very big person, I'm a very loud person, everything like that, and obviously it means the world for you guys accepting me and everything else. Obviously, there has been no ill will to anyone, and Catherine, I'm very sorry if I've hurt you. I'm genuinely not mean to at all. So obviously, we're in a game. This is the things that we have to do. But I love you pieces. I hope I've made some really close friends in here, and we've all got to go for a drink after this. As to whether I'm a faithful or a traitor, you're right. I'm a traitor.
Yes.
I'll tell you this, it has been so hard. Honestly, a few times.
Thank you very much, Ethan, for playing with us.
You did play really well. I'll give you that.
Well
You
done.
have been on quite the ride this game, but unfortunately, it is time to say goodbye to your fellow traitors.
Bye. I love you all. Thank you so much.
We love you.
Bye. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, faithfuls, you are on a roll. 2 traitors in a row. Well, I'll leave you guys to debrief and discuss and digest what has just happened at that round table.
Dougie.
Funnily enough, I had a feeling someone would want to speak to me. I do not know where that's come from. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what more I can. I don't know what more I can tell you to convince you that I'm a faithful. I believe I've answered all the questions correctly.
There can be another scenario. He protected a traitor by throwing Dougie's name.
That's possible.
I think that's what he's done. I mean, I think he's just pulling a bluff because I am a faithful. I think he's protecting.
I think there's 2 traitors still left. I have a feeling.
I think so.
I think traitors.
I think they've recruited.
I think there's 1 traitor left, and there's 1 being recruited last night.
Yeah, so leaving 2. That's what I think as well.
I think so, Sarah.
To be honest, Dougie, if he was gonna throw anybody a partner gift, I think it would have been Mike, because of how he felt about Mike.
This whole whirlwind.
Dougie, have a look at the camera, Dougie, and tell us you're a faithful.
I am a faithful.
And if you murder me tonight, it's definitely you.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to now, is it?
I don't have the Lisa. I don't have
Actually,
the
if you
power to
murder
do
me,
that.
if you murder me, then I know. Unbelievable.
I know there's a lot of attention on me now. Can't think why.
I was really starting to believe you as well in the chat. I thought, no, it can't be Dougie. I've got
Thought he put a spanner in the works there, like, I've got to be honest. I was like, ooh, who am I going to choose?
No, I mean, that's fair enough. And like I said, I'm still happy to answer any questions. I'm an open book. I am a faithful. And yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions.
If we think it's you, then there's definitely another one, so maybe we need to focus on
Catherine, honestly,
to be honest,
I love you.
It's now time for the traitors to meet, this time without Debbie.
Well. 2 down, 2 to go.
Dougie.
Now, obviously, the traitors have suffered a bit of a blow these past couple of days. You've lost 2 of your own in the past 2 consecutive rounds. So, I'm going to offer you the final recruitment. This is your final opportunity to recruit a traitor before the final. There will be no further choices past tonight, okay? So, you can choose 1 faithful and give them the following ultimatum. They either join you as a traitor immediately, or they die.
Well, I'll start. Dave, this is your choice, mate, because let's be honest, doesn't matter how much I spin it, it ain't going to be my choice with them at the end of the day. The only thing I can advise is Mike.
Yeah, he's literally the only one. Yeah, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we are going to add Mike to this Zoom call immediately. You will then give him the ultimatum. He will either join you immediately or he will be murdered right here, right now.
Oh my god.
You know what? I know I'm going tomorrow, but this is bloody brilliant.
He is going to die when he sees me, by the way.
I know. He won't die when he sees me, let's be honest. No one will.
Now, Ethan would have had the shield but was banished, so everyone is up for murder tonight after the kiss of death. But now, it's time for Mike to arrive.
Hello?
Hello, Mike.
Hello?
It's lovely to see you again.
Should I be concerned?
Well, it's about time that I tell you why I've brought you here. The 2 traitors remaining are in physical. In a second they will reveal themselves and then they're going to give you a choice.
Oh no.
Traitor 2, could you reveal yourself, please?
Oh, well, I knew that. I knew that.
Any guesses on Traitor 1?
I want to say Catherine, but I'm not 100% certain.
Traitor 1, please reveal yourself immediately.
Next time.
During the meeting. No.
Oh no.
There's obviously some kind of.
Yeah, right. How about we play a little game then? Mike.
Yes.
Who do you trust the most? Murdering time.
Right.
You look so scared, Mike.
I'm fucking petrified. I do not know what's going on.